Yes, we are. I saw you are broadcasting
Yes, we are.
live from the
Yes, we
stables
are.
of Sean and Irene.
Yes, we are. Let me check you on my laptop. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you're fuzzy on the laptop too. The fucking janky connection, man.
Yeah,
What up, everybody? What's
that's
good in the hood?
that's what I want to use my other phone to check also.
Yeah, yeah, you're fuzzy. Janky connection over there. That'll change soon. Don't worry. Um, but we can hear you if you freeze
So
up. Let's see. Let me check the sound of my laptop. Go ahead, talk. Let me check the sound of my laptop. Go ahead. Say something so I can check the sound. Say something so I can check. Can you not hear me again? Oh, she's in another world.
hello, hi. Can you hear me now?
I put it on mute, man. You were supposed
I
to
can
do it
hear you
five
loud and
seconds
clear.
ago. What's wrong with you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. Okay.
Wow, it's like
Uh,
I'm late to respond.
oh, you're late, all right. You're late and fuzzy. Hopefully it switches up, but you know, yeah. What up, Tanya? How are you? And Tracy. Tracy was in here first. My bad, Tracy. I gotta give you a shout out. I know you said mom needs you, so we'll see how well Irene's connection does tonight. We decided to go live today because there's going to be stuff going on tomorrow to where we can't stream. You know, do you hear me, or are you just
So
sitting there? What are you
am I
doing?
late? I can hear you. Am I still late?
You're you're always late, man. Shit, you're always late. But
My
better late,
response
better late than never, I
than
guess.
never.
You know. Mhm. So it's all good. Yeah.
I
So anyway, like I was
don't know
saying,
what's up with my
we know what's
network.
up. We know what's up with it. But yeah. But
Hold
you'll
on,
be.
let me change where my Wi-Fi is. Let me change where my Wi-Fi is and see if it's gonna
You do
work
whatever
good.
you got to do. Go ahead. I'll keep everybody entertained.
Let me
So
change it and see.
be my guest. Go ahead.
Let me change the position. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
change
come back to you.
position. That's important. Thank you. Yeah. Uh, So like I was saying, um, we're streaming today instead of tomorrow because there's going to be stuff going on tomorrow that prevents us both from streaming. So here we are today, and we have connection issues, but we'll be all right. As long as we can hear her, we'll be all right. So um, we want to touch on old school topics because the other night we were talking about, old cell phones and how we used to have to do the TVs before
Hola,
digital came along. Yeah, hola. Are you back? Yeah, hello.
I'm
We
back.
see, we, we,
Is
we
it
see
still
you.
fuzzy?
Uh,
Hello,
no, it's
hello. I'm
clear
still. Am
now.
I still fuzzy?
No,
No.
the laptop looks clear.
Hmm. So allow me. I said I was going to do the intro of today's stream.
Go ahead, do it.
That's what I
Take it over.
said.
Take it over.
So allow me to redo the introduction. Okay.
What a nut.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to. Mm,
What
calm down.
happened?
Let me do this. Let me do the like welcome
Go,
everybody.
man. Ain't
Hold
nobody
on. Let me
interrupt
do it.
you. Mm, go ahead.
We are live. You're not allowing me do this. Hmm.
Mm.
So what up, everybody? We are live again. Welcome to Keeping Up with Sean and Irene. So on today's stream, please stop looking at me that way. So on today's stream, we are going back to the old school. Yeah. Please drop your comments on the comment section. Let's see what you remember about the old school life, how things were back then. The food, the parties, the dressing, the meetup, the dates, how it was back then is what we're talking about today. We're going back to the old school. So,
Mm.
Sean,
Yeah.
over to you. Let me share the stream.
Hmm. Wow.
Let me share it out.
You must have had a few happy pills tonight. Hmm. Okay. I see you. Um, all
Yeah,
right.
I think so.
Back over to me. Well, how am I gonna top that? I can't top that. All I did was shave my face today, Irene wasn't happy about
Mm-hmm.
that, but she had no
You
choice.
did well. Looking
The
smooth.
the hair's coming next. Um, the only reason I still
No, no,
have this
not yet.
hair is
Not
because
yet.
she won't let me shave it. Hmm. Hmm. So that's gonna be next. Um, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go back to the old school of like cell phones when they first came out. Now, I'm speaking for the United States when they first came out. Every country obviously was different
What
because
year was that?
when
Mm-hmm.
they first
Mm-hmm.
came out, oh geez, I think the first cell phone was uh 1980 something. Apple came out with the first or Microsoft or
Wow.
somebody. I don't have my other phone. Let me get my other phone. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm. Okay. Now I gotta turn this bad boy on because I don't think it's on.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So let me do some Google stuff when this loads up.
When,
Uh,
yeah.
Thank you all three in the building. Well, we get some turnout on a Saturday. Everybody's usually out partying on Saturdays, um,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll come in.
Yeah.
They'll come in. Yep. Let me get this phone booted up, and then I'll do some Googling of when the first cell phone came out, the first beeper came
Phone
out, all
came
that good
out.
stuff. Yeah. Let's see.
I think it was the round one where you go to the phone booth, you make calls to people's home phone, you know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the flat ones, the round ones, and the ones that looks like a teacup. And there's a way they designed those ones back then. They usually come in cream and gold,
Oh, the ones the
sometimes in black
operators.
and gold.
Yeah, that's the
The
one the
rings around
operator.
them is in black
Mm-hmm.
and gold. It's
Yeah,
in
I know.
gold, then black,
Yeah, gotcha.
you know.
Gotcha.
Yes,
You're delayed. Okay.
yeah. Man, back then, back
And you're fuzzy again.
back then it was.
Let me see if I
Am I
adjust
still
this.
delayed now?
Yeah, your picture's all fuzzed up. Um, in and out. Let me see if I can hear you. Yeah,
Then I
your
still
picture's
understand.
all fuzzed up. Hold
It's
on.
my network today.
In and out. Let me see if I can hear you. Hold on.
It's my network today.
Okay, we can hear you. That's all that matters. What I do? I went to Gmail like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go to Google.
Was it Gmail?
Uh, yeah, I went to Gmail. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me go to Google and look up when the first cell phone came out. Let's
Over here,
see.
it was in the year 1999 when it came out over here.
The
First
first
time
first
ever.
cell phone.
And then it was 2G, raising 2G. Not the first cell phone. When cell phone became like a regular stuff for everyone to use, like everyone to use. The SIMs came in that same time, but telecommunication companies did add their own kind of SIM, but it was limited to some people, let's say to the rich, and to the rich, because then SIM was extremely expensive. Home lines were expensive too. So if your family is not well to do, you won't get a landline at home to actually make calls. So some people then used to, if they want to call their families, maybe they have families like abroad, so they go to those rich people's homes and buy, they call it ITEL. They buy ITEL's credit card, and then And the credit card then used to be like an ATM, you know, used to be like
Uh-huh.
an ATM back then. It's not like now that everything is technology is everywhere now. So everything is flexible and easy. So back then you take those cards, put in credits inside, and then you slot it into the phones, and then you make calls to whoever you want to make calls to. It used to be
Yeah.
stressful back then, you know. And I was thinking, like, if making calls could be that stressful back then, how much more dating someone? I was dating like,
Okay.
I was dating like, how can you
You
ask
can
a girl out back
you
then
can are you gonna take a breath or what?
and then
Take
wait
a
up
breath.
to meet up with her?
Take a breath, Mr. Lade. Okay.
I've
Are you
taken a
ready?
breath already.
Are you ready? Okay. The first in the US, the first cell phone came out in 1983. It was the Motorola Dynatac 8000X. It was, and she kicked herself off. Um, so anyway, the Motorola Dynatac 8000X, it came out in 1983. It became the first commercially available handheld cellular mobile phone. That's in the US. That's what I'm going by. Um, when did cell phones come out to the public in USA? Let me click on that and see what it says. Yeah, okay. 83. Although the cell phone prototype was made in 1973, 10 years prior, um, it was the launch of 1G. Motorola introduced the first commercially available cell phone to the public in 83, weighing in at 2 pounds, uh, which is a lot, 2 pounds. I mean, this phone, I don't know what it is. This is the LG Stylo 4 here. The phone I'm on is the Samsung A51 5G. Oh, we got a guest again. I wonder who it is. A51 5G. Oh, we got a guest again.
What guess do you have?
You. Um,
What guess? Okay.
so, so, where'd you go? Why'd you kick yourself off?
I don't know. I think the network kicked me out. It was
Oh,
the network because I just
how,
checked up
how,
and it was gone.
how dare that network? Hmm? Some nerve it's got. Um, okay, so that was the first one in 83. Um, Now, that was cell phone. Now, that wasn't when you could go from, when your cell phone had internet. That came like way later. Let me see when that was. Um, 'Cause I remember cell phones, you had to top up cards, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just have, most people have unlimited plans. Like I pay 60 a month for this phone. And it's unlimited talk, text, and data, you know.
Yeah.
So okay, let me check when internet launched the cell phones. When did internet become available on cell phones? I thought it was in the 2000s, like uh 1996 was the first mobile phone with internet connectivity was the Nokia 9000 communicator. It was launched in Finland back in
Wow.
1996. Um, to me, it didn't seem like for the masses, it seemed like 2000, 2001, something like that. Let me see. Did cell phones have internet in 2001? Question mark. 2001 first phone with internet. It wasn't until the year 2000 a smartphone was connected with an actual three. That's what I thought. 2000. Okay. Was
Hmm.
connected with an actual. This is in the U.S. too. That's everything I'm reading from. With an actual 3G network. So
Hmm.
it was
In
2000.
2000, you guys already had 3G network.
Mm-hmm. And you're still on 3G, ain't you?
Mm. But
4G?
4G now, 4G leaked. We have 4G leaked, and then we have
Well, I don't know.
just 4G. Yeah.
The way this
Well,
connection's
but
going, it's 1G.
they've been advertising on TV about 5G, bringing in 5G. They're already laying pipes for that.
They better build
Different
some
colors of
towers.
pipes.
They better build some towers if they want that because they can't even hold up with the whatever G it is they got now. So they
They
better
all
build some. cell towers. I'll tell you that, man. Hmm.
Well, whatever they are doing, as long as we can use technology, because life without um, technology right now is boring. So
Mm.
as long as
Mm-hmm.
we can use it, go on social media, then everything is
Mm.
good.
3G in the US came out in 2002. Third generation 3G mobile communication was introduced in Japan in late 2001. The technology spread into the United States in 2002. In China, plans for unrolling the technology were still being discussed. So China didn't unroll it until roll it out till later. They were still talking about it in 2005. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. First phone Wi-Fi. When was that? Let me see what year. The first mobile phone with internet. Oh, it's the same. What the hell are they giving me here? Um, First internet
Wow.
phone circa 1996. Um, I just remember like the BlackBerry phones and stuff like that.
BlackBerry
Um,
has been there right from time.
and then
BlackBerry, Nokia,
and then the
Nokia.
next and then the Nextel with the walkie-talkie like feature. Somebody else could have one, press the button and go and talk like a walkie-talkie.
But that stuff was too big back then. It was too big and heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah, that shit was a brick. You could whack somebody over the head with that thing. Um, yeah. Let's uh let's see what we got here. First phone with the game. What year was that? The earliest known game on a mobile phone was Tetris variant on the Hagenook MT2000 device from 1994. Yeah. So that's all we're doing tonight, guys. We're spitting random stuff like this because we were talking the other night about it. Like we normally talk about random shit when we're having our night talks, which this is one of our night talks. It's 5:30 here, 10:30 there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
even though we already spent 6 hours on the phone, we just go all the way through, go all the way to 10 hours for the day. It's a record today. Um, let's see. When did mobile gaming start? Who invented games in the phone? I would think that was who invented games in the phone. Let's see. Tetris appeared as the first game manufactured in Denmark by Hagen Corporation. I guess that's who manufactured the game. I thought that was the phone. Oh,
Okay.
I had a Nokia back in the day. Um, you have any facts you want to spit out while you're over there looking up stuff? What are you looking up?
Well, I was looking up um the first when technology actually penetrated and dominated. Okay, your laptop is talking right now.
I'm trying to hear you. I put it on for a second to make sure I can hear you sound well, and you're very good.
Okay.
Sound,
When
visual.
when okay, when technology actually penetrated over this way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a penetration in global internet penetration now 53%. Mobile broadband bundles most expensive. You know the mobile broadband that we use here, you know, the one we use to power Wi-Fi and the routers and the MiFi is what they're talking about. Network coverage technology in Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, and other parts of Africa is still 3G.
I would
Did
think
you
so.
hear
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I know it's probably still 3G. You don't have 4G. We don't have 5G. We have 4G here, technically, in the US. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
5G. It's 4G.
With 79% penetration of
Oh,
3G. The International Telecommunication Union (ITU), which revealed that this is okay. They revealed this in 2019. ICT Facts and Figures report said more than 95% of population in Asia and the Pacific, Europe, and the Americas is covered by a 3G or higher network. Did
okay.
you hear that? 3G,
Well, I did hear that,
guys.
and I
But
done
there is
told you that. I told you that. So, Hmm.
There is something like, should I say, a modifier that is attached to yours. That is why
Yeah,
your network is a little bit faster than the one here.
a
Now,
little bit.
mhm, in
Yeah.
the Arab states,
Hmm. Let me tell you
in,
something. Let me cut you off. Let me cut you off. My data, like if I go to uh, the speed test app and I use
mhm,
my data from my phone and I run the speed test, I get about
mhm.
70 to 100 megabits download and about 20 megabits upload. Not that you know what any of that means, but I'm just for the people that do.
That's your business because I do know what that means.
No, you don't. So, anyways,
I do.
okay. But a lot of people don't. They don't. A lot of um, but the Wi-Fi is 300 megabits down and about
Okay.
100 up, and about 150 to 100 up. It's a huge difference from going 100 megabits down to 300 megabits down. That's my
Okay.
Wi-Fi. All right. It's the
That's why I
second
said.
fastest Wi-Fi in the country.
That's why I said there's a modifier they use or amplifier they use
And you
to
said it's
make
a
it
little
go
bit.
faster.
You said it's a
It's a
little bit
little.
faster than
It's a
my
little,
ass. My
man.
my ass. It is. You're capping
In
now.
the
You're
Arab
capping.
in the Arab states, the International Technology Union says 91% of the population is covered by a 3G or a higher network, while in the CIS region, coverage is 88%,
Hmm.
followed by Africa at 79.5%. In other words, 1G, 2G, and 4G network control have the remaining 20.5% coverage. Hmm,
Hmm.
wow. As far as I'm concerned, it's the 3G with an amplifier is what they are using. So that is that. My major concern about this going back to the old school stuff is how was dating back then? How were guys talking to girls, trying to get them to date?
We
How was
already
it
went
like?
over
Because
that.
how was it like? Because there was no phone to actually say, okay, she's coming in by 8, and you're not sure is the 8 is 8. You know, you don't know if she's going to turn up by the 8 p.m. she said. So how were you guys managing that back then?
The same way you and I spoke about it the other night. The same
No,
shit.
I'll say it because I can't remember the shit, man. I can't remember. Like, how
You
was it
waited at,
like?
well, if you take a breath and stop talking for a second, I can explain it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, the guy or the girl would wait at the spot for an hour and then leave. If there was no way to communicate, you're gonna communicate. You know what I'm saying? So like you weren't gonna stay there all damn night, So just like,
Like,
events, news. You watch the 10 o'clock news at night. If there was a big story, that's where you saw it was the 10 o'clock news at night, you
okay,
know?
the 10 o'clock news was the facts news, like getting all the facts of every
Yeah.
news
Mm-hmm.
station is the 10. Man, I remember
Hmm.
back then we used to sit by the TV waiting for when the television stations are going to start broadcasting. It used to be 4 p.m. That is when you get to watch your cartoons. All the
What?
cartoons comes on, but yeah, you have to
Oh,
wait till 4 p.m. in the
wow.
evening. Everything was being regulated back then, and life then was sweet because there's no stress, no hurry in life. You're not hurrying to anywhere. Everything was in a calm mood. You know
Mm-hmm.
when the TV stations are coming on. You know the cartoon for the day. In a week, we used to have like a book where we write all the cartoons we get to watch Monday, Tuesday, down to Fridays, because Saturdays they don't put on cartoons for kids to watch. So we stay up to watch our cartoons till like 6, and they are
Well,
done with the
that's
cartoons.
that's an oppressive government. Nobody likes that. We have Cartoon Network and
No, it
freaking
wasn't
Nickelodeon to watch.
oppressive.
Yeah, they're
It
telling
wasn't
you when you can
oppressive. It
watch.
was
They're telling you when you can
no,
watch cartoons, right?
no. It was the times. Now, the reason was because satellite was not like satellite dishes
Mm-hmm.
was not available back then like now.
Okay.
Now every household owns a cable. Every household owns a cable. Even the smallest and the poorest person owns a cable in this
Let
part
me
of the
turn my
world, you know.
volume. Let me turn my volume down. Okay.
So back then, it was not available at all. We were
Hmm.
all sitting down waiting for when the stations comes up, and then you sit down to watch your Robocop, Voltrons, you know, different cartoons you need to watch. We just stay there,
I just watched
wait for it.
Scooby Doo and Tom and Jerry. Those were my two. That was my jam right there. Cat chasing
What
around a
a
little mouse.
Voltron?
I don't know what the hell that even means. What's a vulture?
For real?
Hey,
You didn't watch Voltron?
OG, what's up, my friend? Don't be hiding in the bushes, man. Come out and speak. What up, OG? I hope you're well, man. What the hell's a
Welcome.
Voltron? Is that a Transformer show or something?
Yeah, it's a Transformer cartoon. Back then,
Uh,
they were in um the animation was different. It was like in a drawing animation. It was not the way it is now. You
mm,
know, the cartoons now is the pictures are different now, and it's faster than back then. Back then, when they are speaking, it doesn't match the way their lips are moving. That
yeah.
was the kind of Voltron that was there then. But
Hmm.
now, I see my kids. They watch the new Voltron we see now is fast and beautiful than the other ones. So and then we used to watch Magic School Bus, Scooby Doo, Superman, Batman. You know how they were back then.
Hmm.
But now everything is different.
Well, it's digital now. Back then it was analog. Now it's digital.
Yeah,
Let me fix my camera. Hopefully my phone doesn't fall down. But analog was, like we were talking about how you adjust the TV. We had the bunny ears antenna that you would adjust, and
exactly.
I told you I would try to get the porno channel in, and I would see one boobie and be like, "Oh my God, I got it, man!" And I was so happy. Man, I'm like, I got it. There she is. I got it.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
And oh my God, like they allowed you guys to watch such things then. Like the TV stations show those stuff.
Well, yeah, it was. Plus, we had what we got was for the cable. Because even though you had cable, digital still wasn't like big and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So it was still fuzzy too. So we had a splitter box that you could plug into to get the porno channels, but
Oh, okay.
you didn't get it on TV. It was scrambled, right? Then they came
Mm,
out with what's called the descrambler, which made it clear. But my little ass at like
yeah.
11 years old, 12 years old was trying to move those antennas to see the girl, and get a good picture of her. And I'm like, I got it. There she is. You know. Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy. What up, Anja?
yeah, it was.
So that's what I did, So, and
Hmm.
that was the shit. Hmm.
So we were busy hustling to watch Magic School Bus because those cartoons, that one comes up every Thursday, and then Batman comes in
Hmm.
few minutes after that goes off.
Hmm.
Then Tom and Jerry takes the lead till 6. Back then it was, man, life was calm.
Mm.
Everybody was, if you're looking for your child at that time, she is somewhere watching cartoon. Everyone is sitting round. And then when it comes to soccer, that is another thing that brings people together back then. If you don't have a TV in your home, your neighbor's house is going to be the heat, man. It's going to be the place where everybody goes in and watch soccer. The
You
house,
don't call it
the wife,
you don't call it football? You call it soccer? Or you're just doing that
yeah,
because
when it,
you're
you
talking
know,
to me?
well, we call it football, yeah.
Thank you.
And when they are
Exactly.
and when they are doing their ads, they call it football also. They don't actually
Hmm.
call it soccer. I'm talking about like Champions League,
What up, Jeff?
like the
What's going on? Yeah. Pay attention to the chat, man, and greet the people as they come in like I'm doing, please.
well,
Thank you.
I'm just when you say what's up, this and that. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. I wrote
Mm.
an appreciation message there. Did you pin that? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I pinned it for you. You got it.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. We really appreciate you
Yeah.
all. So when it's time for soccer, you would know your neighbor's house is the place you are going to watch it. Like
Mm.
everyone is going to win the windows. People are hanging on the windows at the
Hmm.
door. Inside the house is
Hmm.
extremely hot. and
Yeah,
everyone is glued to the TV. The supporters, they are always divided, the people that are supporting this team this way. And if you speak any rubbish there, man, they're gonna punch your face.
I'm sure they would, man. I'll do the same shit if you mess my football game up. I think Jeff, you've been having gummies? Look how he spelt my name. Swan.
No, no, no. I think it's typo. Mm,
Um, I know it's a typo. I'm messing with him saying that he
yeah,
had
it corrected
one too many edibles. I got you, Jeff.
it.
All good. Thanks for coming in, man. Let me go grab another vape because these two vapes just took a shit on me.
So
Okay?
they are done.
Yeah, they're done. I got this one, my kiwi strawberry left. Let me go grab another one. Hold on. I gotta keep you for
Okay.
1 second.
All right. Welcome, guys, once again. We appreciate you all for turning up for us today. We were not supposed to stream today, but we have something we want to do tomorrow. So that's why we're streaming today. But we might go on, we might go live tomorrow for a bit. So we don't know yet.
Oh, really?
So,
News to me.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
okay.
Whatever. Whatever.
Whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm. What
So
is this
back
one?
then,
Something. Mm-hmm.
did you get a new vape?
I did, but I already opened it for some reason. Maybe it's one of those shitty flavors. Let me see.
I think it is.
Well, it says pineapple shake on it, so I don't know. Let me see. That's all right. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
As you were saying.
So we're talking about the soccer part. So
Uh-huh.
when people sit down, there was unity back then because of football or because
Mm-hmm.
of soccer, because of hockey. Everyone is staying together to watch those things in
Mm-hmm.
one place and in peace. Like if two guys were having fight and they belong to the same team, they're going to unite because of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Sharing beer, saying cheers, screaming. Like today, I think there was Chelsea and Man United match today, and I was hearing people screaming. We were screaming a lot. I don't even know the person that won, but I know there was something happened today, and people were screaming because of the match.
I heard him
So
screaming too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
now talking about music,
Okay.
the old school music
Mm-hmm.
and this generation music,
Okay.
which one do you think is best? As in,
Yeah.
which generation made good music? Let me put it that way.
Well, do you want to go by 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up to today, or do you want to say old
Exactly.
and new? Oh,
Let me
damn.
say, because I'm a child of the 80s,
Mm.
so
Mm-hmm.
let's go from the 80s to the 90s and then the 20s.
But but I'm a child of the 70s, so that doesn't really,
So,
that's not fair.
okay,
Um,
let's go from the 70s to the 80s and to the
but when
90s and then to the 20s.
but when I was born, I was listening to my father playing like 50s music and 60s music, like Elvis and stuff like that. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, um, well, I like the older stuff better than the newer stuff. The newer stuff is more mumble rap and nonsense.
Yeah,
Hey, what
they
up,
do more
Ryden?
rap. Welcome, Bryden.
Um,
Whoa, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream.
yeah.
Let me clip this phone here so I can see everything as everyone is
Jeff
coming in.
Jeff says the 80s, but I knew that because I know Jeff, you know. So he went 80s. OG said not the Gen Z music.
Yeah, the
Um,
Gen Z music is crazy, crazy,
yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm. So,
But I feel their beats, the Gen Z people, their beats is more danceable. It
mm-hmm.
has good rhythm. The Gen Z generation right now, they don't actually give you good lyrics to their songs, but
Mm-hmm.
the beats to their song is what I love. The beat is danceable, but when you listen to the wordings of the song, it's bullshit. They're just playing out rubbish. Everything these Gen Z people are actually singing about is if it's not relationship, that's speaking about money, talking about drugs, that's what they sing about. They don't actually have good moral standards in their songs anymore, even on their video clips. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
what is your favorite generation of music, Bryden?
Mm.
Yeah, Bryden, what's your favorite generation, like in terms of music? Sean, what's
Well,
your favorite? Because I have mine.
I like alternative rock. That's my favorite genre. if that's what you mean, the genre.
Hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I like I hate country. Country's depressing.
Are
So
you
I don't.
serious?
I'm
You
serious. Hmm,
you
hmm,
hate country music?
I'm serious.
No. That means you're not a music person. For
That shit
me,
is depressing.
I love all kinds of music. I would say
I
the
do
90s
too.
rock, 80s.
Hmm,
Yeah, that's me. I love songs from, let's say, they call it blast from the past.
hmm,
I love blast from the past, even if it's in the 60s. As long as
hmm.
I know that song, I love the music because
Yeah.
I'm a music person. So I love country music a lot. Like, country music helps me to think when I'm driving.
Uh-huh.
It calms my nerves. But if I want to go on the speed, I want to go on the fast lane, I'm going to Gen Z, man.
I'm
I'm going,
sure
if you
everybody
see
is.
me
Yeah.
rolling, you see me going crazy on the road.
Hmm. You're a nut.
No, no,
Are you
like,
riding dirty or not? Are you
no, no,
riding
no, no,
dirty? Okay.
no, no, no. Like, living the life. I'm
Mm.
just listening to that. If I'm in a hurry to somewhere and I need to get there like ASAP, I
She's a
don't like
nut,
country
Jeff.
music outside of the greats from
She's a
the
nut.
50s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
if I have somewhere I'm going to, I'm listening to Generation Z. I'm talking about
Okay.
songs from 2006,
Mm-hmm.
2006 down to this time. Those are Generation Z music, you know.
Yeah.
So those are the songs I will listen to when I'm in my crazy mood and in my fun mood.
Okay. When is
But when
that?
I want to,
You know.
Nat, welcome.
What's up,
Showing
Nat?
love to Sean and Irene. Welcome. So when I want to be in my crazy mood, like that, maybe that day I'm hyper. I'm listening to Generation Z because I
Mm-hmm.
listen to music according to my mood. But if I'm doing chores at home, I'm listening to Generation Z when I'm doing chores at home because it makes the work
Mm-hmm.
faster. But if I'm
Mm-hmm.
driving, country music goes best. Rhythm and
Mm.
blues goes best. That's me.
I think you had a little too much sugar
Papillion.
tonight, is what I think. Hmm.
No. No.
Hmm. Take
I'm
over the
just telling.
show. I'm just gonna sit here and just watch. You take over the
No
show.
way.
You do
No
it.
way. I told you how today's stream was going to go, and you know. I'm a music person. I love music. So I will
I know
tell
that.
you how it goes. I love Afrobeat. If I'm partying, Afrobeat should be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Should be number one throughout. Or a
Yeah.
danceable rap music.
Mm-hmm.
Something I can mind to. Because
Okay.
I want to go to a party and be like, because it's not like I'm not a dancing type in a party. I don't mingle too much, but I want to sit somewhere like and mime to the song. You're drinking anything, sit down there, drink it, and feel relaxed. Just enjoy yourself, because that's when you're having good music. Hmm. Well, for me, I feel like, do you like live bands when you go to like a concert?
They're
Do
okay.
you?
But if you know country, you know Hank Williams, Senior and Junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Slayer has been my all-time favorite. That's heavy metal and has stood the test of time. Brighton Oak Ridge Boys and the Statler Brothers. Hmm. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about fashion.
Fashion?
Fashion
Let's
back
do it.
then.
Let's do it.
What kind of fashion was existing during the 70s, man?
We went over this, the bell-bottom pants, the button-up shirts, the big hair. We went over this shit, man. Like,
The big shoes.
everything. Yeah, you know. Mhm.
How, whenever I say, let me just browse about the old school fashion, and I check how women were actually in love with men with those kinds of trousers, those
Hmm.
kinds of big ass shirts, and the flyer, like the collar shirt is always like something like this. How did
Well,
women fall in love with men then?
it
you
worked
know,
both ways. It worked both ways. What the women wore and what the men wore. It was the same shit, you
women's
know.
fashion was at least good
I guess
for
if you want to
me.
call it that. Mhm.
For
Okay.
me, women's fashion was still top notch
Hmm.
because I still remember back then. I've seen my mom actually wear one this. There's something called like a wrapping skirt, where
Mm-hmm.
she turns it and then to give her like a slit, and then she wears the wage shoes or a wage slippers. She looks good on that. And
Mm-hmm.
then she's going out with my father, and then the man is putting on from the top to the knee is slim, but from the knee downwards is big,
Yeah.
big man.
That
And
was the
then
bell bottoms. Absolutely. Those were big. And then you had the parachute pants that MC Hammer wore, you know?
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah. No, no, no. You just taking me back well. Like the MC Hammer's clothes. Mm-mm. No
Mm-hmm.
way, man. How did people fall? How did women fall in love with men then? What kind of fashion were? And you know the funny thing. Now this is Generation Z. Now we know, like girls know what they want a man to wear
Mm-hmm.
when they're going on a date. They want the man to be on bootcut trousers and good pants, good shirts, something. They know what they want. But
Same
back
with us.
then, how,
Same shit.
how would I,
Same with us.
how would I
Yeah.
actually know what I want to see?
Well, everybody thought differently back then too. You know, it was thinking different.
Exactly.
Everything was different, you know? Absolutely.
Mm.
I
But
used
one
to
thing I
hate
know
drunk guys.
wasn't different till now is jewelries.
Mm-hmm.
That is still the same. Like
Of course.
a designer's gold back then, the way they designed it is, if the person should wear it now, is still the same. I think
I'll
those
tell
ones was not cut off.
I'll tell you what is different. The price I
What is?
paid for the price I paid for gold back in 1970 is now worth 100 times, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the difference, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or silver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prices of things are different. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
True. Now, talking about money back then, okay, let's go down to money. We are done with fashion because the fashion I don't want to talk about, because the fashion back then was, for me, rating the fashion back then, I would say, from, if you give me, say, I should rate from 1 to 10, I will give it a 5. I'll give it a
Mm-hmm.
5 based on, okay, the generation back then was calm, was cool headed, and it was okay for them,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Then it
Skinny
was the
jeans
skinny
with
jeans
the
with top and tears in them, with color junkie pants under them, then the leather jackets with the Iron Maiden backpacks. Yeah, that's what
mm-hmm.
guys then. They wear this to actually impress a girl they have a crush on. With the Jerry hair, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the hairstyles for the guys was the Jerry coils, and the guys that wants to leave their hair, they just give it a slant here and then they pack it up, When they see the
Mm-hmm.
girl, they are like this. And the girl is like, oh my God, like, who is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, you know?
Mm. Wow.
Oh God, I wonder how prom went back then. How was it back then? What do boys wear to prom then?
I don't know. Some crazy
They
outfit.
say,
If they even went to prom, you know, you got kids that went to the prom and sat in the corner. You know, I mean, it was, you know,
uh-huh.
they had no date. So,
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
You had to
Man.
have the studded wristbands to match the jacket, though. Yeah,
That's a
Bryden,
Jeff CPS.
those were the days. What was that? The outsiders, the socials versus the socks. Socials versus the
Hmm.
socks. You had the greaser type of people going against
Mm-hmm.
the rich kids, which were the socks. Yeah, or the socials for
And
the rich kids, and the socks was the greaser. You know what I mean? You know. Hmm.
man.
You never read that book, The Outsiders?
No, 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 no. Not.
Oh, that yeah.
So the
Outsiders
beard,
didn't.
what kind of beard were you guys keeping back then in the 70s? Because in this generation, there's something called the beard gang. Here, and most ladies, this generation Z, they love the beard gangs. You
Yeah,
know,
that's it, Bryden. That's what Elvis used to wear, the high moccasin boots with the
that's
tassels.
good book, the
Yeah.
outsiders. I think
Hmm.
I'll look for it then. I
That's
mean, it's a
good, that
good read.
that good book, The Outsiders. Yeah, I remember that.
But
Yep.
one thing didn't change up to this time. The wedding wear, the tuxedos are still there. The wedding gowns, a little bit of change on the wedding gowns.
Well, they both
Yeah,
changed. Yeah, they
I
both
think they
changed
both
in the way
changed
they
because
look. Hmm.
it's true the way they look. Because I think the tuxedos were bigger. The jackets of the tuxedos were bigger back then. But in this generation, everything is slim, and let me put it right, it's more sexy than back then. You
I think
know,
it's more simple. It's more
let's
simple.
there's more simple. Is it simple? You say there are some wedding
Mm-hmm.
tuxedos you see you would love. Not too
Mm-hmm.
big, moderate. Is very nice on most men. And then the wedding gowns, there are so many switches. Back then, we used to see women who wear like the hand glove all over. But this generation, they are not using that anymore. No hand glove,
Yeah.
no wedding socks,
And the
they're not
bouquet,
wearing that.
it's basically the same.
No, the bouquet is the same, but there's a switch in the bouquet, like more roses and different styles of bouquets this now.
Mm-hmm.
But back then it was just one style, just one round bouquet. That's all. But now you
Yeah.
have the drop-in one. You have the ones that
Mm-hmm.
are big. You have the one that is just even one rose.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a switch in that one. Then talking about money, you know, back then in the days, we used cowries, we used shillings, and we used cowries. What were you guys using back then?
Same
Say
shit.
in the
The U.S.
use
dollar.
cowries.
No. The
Okay.
this we've had the same money forever. Is that
When
the
did I don't think it's forever. There was a time it came to play. I think there was something called trade by barter. Did you guys use that?
No, I don't think so. Let me Google this.
Google it. Yeah, Google is your friend. Let's see.
Google ain't my friend. Mm-mm.
Google is your friend basically, because anything you want
You
to get, you see. So was the movies. Yeah, movies. Mm-hmm. For coming to that, there are some movies I still remember.
what did the U.S. use before the dollar? Let's see.
Let's not even say before the paper money.
Well, it was before money was invented, goods and services were exchanged through bartering or using commodities like salt, cattle, or grain. People used
That is
metal
trade by
objects as
barter.
money to, well, with your accent, I don't know what the hell you're saying half the time.
Trade
Hmm.
by barter. That's what, like, you have rice.
Barter, not bata. Barter.
That's your
That's your
business.
business, young lady.
Trade by barter. Trade by
Barter.
barter.
I think you're
Barter.
saying butter, man,
Whatever.
whatever.
Okay. Like,
I don't,
if you have rice, I have say wheat. So
uh-huh.
we exchange with that. So that was trade by barter back then. That was what
No,
people were
it's because
using.
you're using a headset on here. You know, when we're on the phone, I can hear you shit clearly. You know what I'm saying? But on here, it's a
Okay.
little messed up because of your headphone. But yeah, the bartering or using
Oh,
commodities like salt, cattle, or grains. People used metal objects of money to exchange goods and services as early as 5000 BC. Paper money in the United States back to
wow.
1690 and represented bills of credit or IOUs. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff, the movie The Outsiders, that was the shit. I think I have that movie. Um, and Jeff said, "Okay, I never knew that till now." Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We learned something new every day. Yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because
Before the paper money
bartering,
came in,
yeah, it was a
people
form of
were,
money. Yeah.
yeah. And there was this iron that looks like it's curvy like this.
Hmm.
And that shit is heavy. At least when I traveled to the village 1998, my uncle showed me, he said, this was the money we were using back then.
Hmm.
That was it, and he has it in a big sack standing in his room. And then I
Hmm.
asked him, what is the value for this shit now? And he said it has no value because it has been scrapped. There's no way he can sell it. If he's selling it now, they're going to melt it and do something else. So people that own those kind of stacks then, man, they were making money. They were the rich people. Then you
Hmm.
have people that own yam banks. They have like different places where the yam banks were. Some can have it up to like three stories. So those were the rich people back then. When it comes to, they use those yam bands then to do exchange for land. If their daughters wants to get married, they use that to pay for their bride price, do the wedding shit, everything.
Hmm.
So if your son is getting married to a girl where her dad has like as tall as three-story building yam bands, you'll be so proud. Oh, my son is married to a wealthy home. Oh, his father-in-law owns big yam band. He owns cows. He owns goats. He has a big farmland. You know, that's how proud the father of the boy is gonna be. So the boy will have to work extra to impress the wife's family. So that was how it was back then in marriage.
Hmm.
So, and then talking about movies. The movies back then, how was it? How can you rate the music back then and now?
The movies?
Yeah.
Like what movies? I was never a big movie person. If I watch a movie, it's a comedy, you know.
Okay.
But I mainly watch sports, you know that. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I rarely watch anything on
Watch
TV
movies. Hmm.
except for I only put on the FYI channel and the A&E. A&E has uh what is that show I told you?
Can't
The
remember.
the first 90 or the first 48. Yeah, the first 48, the murder investigations.
Oh, oh.
Um
Okay.
yeah, and
Well,
FYI has what's on that one? A whole slew of different shows,
exactly.
you know.
You're right, Bryden. So, did you watch Air Force One, Equalizer 2000? Mm, Rambo was the real deal back then, and we had.
You have a question here, Irene. Got to answer the question.
May I ask where your cool accent is from, Miss Irene? Okay, I'm a Nigerian, a full-blown Nigerian woman.
Hmm. Full
Yeah, that's where
blown,
I'm from.
full blown woman. Hmm.
No, I said a full-blown Nigerian woman.
And I
Yeah,
said full blown woman.
woman.
Okay. Oh, woman.
Nice.
Hmm.
So, did you watch Mission Impossible? Like right now, they're showing it right now on, I think, Mnet movie right now
Is
because
that
of
with Tom
among
Cruise?
their list. Tom Cruise, yes. Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
yeah. Tom
Yeah. I
Cruise.
don't. The
And
last movie I watched, last
Paula
movie I
Patton.
watched, the last movie I watched with his was like Top Gun back in 1980, something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hmm.
You've not watched the Zombies Land,
No.
um, Blind Fury. Man, there
No.
are movies back then. Blind Fury was actually a movie of 1990. Then we have The Pretty Woman, where this guy, what was his name? Then the actor was, forgotten the actor's name. Pretty
Hmm.
Woman. Oh my
Uh,
God, I've forgotten
Julia
his name.
Roberts.
Yeah, Julia Roberts, but the guy, I've forgotten the guy's name.
Um,
Man,
Richard Gere.
was it Richard Gere?
I
No.
think it was. And Pretty Woman. Let me look it up.
Yeah, check Pretty Woman. Yeah, I love that movie. Still my
Pretty
best.
Pretty Woman cast.
I did.
Yeah, it was Richard Gere. It was Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, and Laura San Giacomo.
Hmm. Okay.
Who up?
Then you have the Doctor 004. Is it 004 or 002?
Mm.
Is it 002?
It's what? Oh, 02. When it came out? No,
No,
it came out
I
in 1990.
1990. Pretty Woman.
Yeah, that's when that came out.
Yeah. Is it 404 or 2002 or 001? I've forgotten the name of the movie and the actor because I know they keep changing the actors. Man, there are old movies I still. Did you watch Sinbad of the Seven Seas? That's a movie from 1989 or so. Sinbad of the Seven Seas, where the gods had one big eye in the middle. You know,
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that. That's a
you think,
tricyclops or something. That's what they call that, tricyclops
and
or
then you
something.
have did you watch? Did you ever come across Odysseus? Is it Odysseus? I think. Yeah. Did you ever
No,
watch that movie? And there are
no.
great movies that I still need to rewatch
You
because
you're talking about action, this and that. Only
no, this
comedy
one is not action. It's an epic movie.
or
It's not
thriller,
action.
you know.
No, no, it's not a thriller. It's an epic movie. And then there is this other action movie I love. I think it's the Air Force One or so. The movement against women and child abuse is the strongest in Nigeria, where it is most prevalent. More money is spent there to combat it than in any other country per capita.
Per capita. Yeah.
Hmm.
Per capita means, per X amount of
Well, this
people.
information is actually not true because where you have these cases in the northern part, not everywhere, not everywhere. They're having that movement based on whatever is happening there. So it's not everywhere. Like from my state, it's extremely peaceful. We don't even get to see any harm coming to us because it's very small. It's not like it's small, it's big, it's bigger than Lagos State, but it's calm and quiet. That's how it is.
Hmm.
Wow, now that's fact I didn't know about Brighton. Yeah. So that's in the northern part of the country, not everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the rulers are from the north also, so they know what they're doing to their people. So, like I was saying, I was talking about the movies. I love the picture quality of this generation movie. That information comes from National Geographic. Well, people can actually put anything up online,
All right, don't get
but
it
those
started. Yeah, don't get it going.
careful.
Don't get it going,
It's true.
please. I
No, but it's true. People can actually put whatever they like to put
hmm
online. But the people that live in there, breaks in there, would actually
Yeah,
give you the facts.
you're right. You're
That's
right
why
about that. You're
when
right.
CNN or BBC comes in, they look for people that are there to give them the proper information.
True.
So that's
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. True.
Okay. Yeah, that's they just it's media, publicity. Anybody wants to sell a story. It's just like bloggers. They want to blog anything without getting the facts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is.
We got you. We got you, Miss
Yep.
Irene. No problem. We
For
got
me,
you.
if I want to go back to the old school government, how we were ruled, I prefer the old school government than
Okay.
this Generation Z government. This Generation Z government is extremely corrupt,
Mm-hmm.
high level of corruption. But back then, there was sincerity a bit. The masses were not suffering the way they're suffering now. The
Mm-hmm.
protest was not as high as it is now. You know, protest
Yeah.
now is almost every day. You might be on the street, the next thing you're seeing people patrolling on the street. They say they are protesting for one thing or the other. So
What's the recent one they were doing? What was that
the
about?
recent one was about the massacre that happened in 2020,
Okay.
October 2020. Yeah. So that's what they did. It was a memorial of the massacre. That was we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about the NSAS stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So back then, if it was the old government, say
Mm-hmm.
government of 1999, 1980 something, those kind of things were not there.
Mm-hmm.
The economy was good, life was easy, food was cheap. Right now, the inflation is extremely high. Food is damn expensive. Cost
Well,
of living is so expensive now.
mm-hmm.
So I
Everything
prefer the old
changes.
government.
Well, the wage you were making from your job was less back then as well. So it all kind of balanced
Yeah,
out in a sense.
it was
You know what I mean?
less. It was less, but valuable. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can actually use small money and feed your family for a month without
Mm.
thinking of, oh, there is an emergency that can arise in terms of food going up today. You know, there is this company that I think they produce tires in Nigeria. They produce tires called Innocent Motors. That's their name. If
Mm-hmm.
you go to Innocent to buy a tire right now, if you buy it today, you go back in the next 2 hours, the tire that tire that you bought has gone up. The price
Mm.
has gone up. I think there was a protest in Ghana yesterday. They were complaining, those that are selling spare parts, selling phone accessories, and selling other food stuff and other utilities. They said
Mm.
the things they bought few minutes ago, they went back to get more supplies. It has gone up. So they were protesting to their government.
Yeah.
So if I think even in France, they protested this week. They protested. They are like, cost of living is too high. They need to. So I prefer the old generation somehow when it comes to everything, but
Well,
not everything, not fashion, not for fashion, not for fashion and movie,
if you
but for
have a good
music.
if you have a good job and you're making good money, you got no reason to complain. You know what I mean? So,
Well, there must be something that will arise,
you know,
you know.
if you're complaining, you need to do something about your, not you, I'm saying, I mean people in general.
Yeah, get
If
it.
they're complaining, they need to do something about their situation, you know, to
Well,
change it, make it
sometimes
better.
if you're in a country where your government is not actually helping your situation, you
Hmm.
know, what like over here right now, as the government is not helping situation, everybody now is an entrepreneur. You know, everybody owns business. You own your
Not
own
everybody.
business.
Mm.
Well, everybody in a way, because you can actually put up your shoes online and you sell. You can
You
put on
could,
your clothes online and you sell. Like you put
that's,
on anything and you
that's,
sell.
that's what they do here, but, you know, um,
How
yeah,
many languages can you speak? Man, I speak my language. I speak Pidgin and I speak Yoruba. Yoruba is Western
okay.
Nigeria. That's
A-
Lagos State.
And you're learning what? What are you learning?
Spanish, man. Spanish. Buenos
Mm.
dias.
Who's teaching you Spanish, man? That's crazy.
You,
Mm.
you. I love Spanish right from time.
Mm.
You know, I
I
love
give her one,
Spanish.
I give her one new word every month. You know, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're
Oh,
getting there.
shit. Mm-hmm.
We have about 704, is it 740 or 760 languages in Nigeria.
It's a
So
lot. Wow.
that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Yeah.
only learn the ones you can. But my elder sister knows the three. She can speak English, Pidgin, speaks Yoruba, speaks Igbo, speaks Hausa. So my head can only pick Yoruba because I was born and brought up there, school, everything. So that's the one I can pick for now. Then
Yeah.
my Spanish should be good very soon. When we're
Mm-hmm.
on the live stream, we're speaking Spanish instead of, English. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be good.
Well, I know English, Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
I
what
know
else?
most shit you're saying when you're speaking Pidgin. You know, when you're talking about,
Yeah,
well,
you're
I
good
know what
on
you're
that.
saying. I know what you're saying, man. You know?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me ask you something right now.
No, we're
I
not
want to
doing a
actually
test.
test you. I
No,
want
we're
to
not
test you
doing it.
for a bit, like two two
We
minutes.
did this on the phone the other night. I'm not doing this shit here. No way. Mm-mm.
You should pass. Forgive me if
Mm-mm.
I'm wrong, but in Niger, both areas of Nigeria put together. No, 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 no. Niger is different. Niger is West Africa, but it's different.
Yeah, it's
Niger is
different.
another
I looked it up.
country.
Mm-hmm. Totally different. Absolutely.
Amazing.
I
I
looked it
bet
up on the map.
Belly can type my own language. Oops. Niger
Mm.
is different. Niger is another country, but it borders Chad, I think. Niger borders Chad and
Let,
a little
let me,
bit of the northern part of Nigeria. Yeah.
I think I have it on this phone too. Hold on. Let me pull up where, because I was looking at the map the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Nigeria. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Because that is the country that is last on the list, not Nigeria. Yeah. Niger is. in the north, 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 north.
Yeah, let
Niger
me
is
pull it up.
northern, not. Let me put it like Niger is northern West Africa. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Niger, Burkina Faso, those ones are in the north because they speak the same language. And the Hausas are more in that place. The Fulanis are more in that. That's where they are from, actually. They are Niger, Chad, they are from that way. Yep. Nigeria is I think the west. Mm.
Yeah, let me pull it up and I'll tell you where everything's pretty much located. Let
Okay.
me collapse this map. Okay, you got
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Ghana. Um,
There is a global childhood report put out every year and is last
okay,
on the list, sadly. Yeah. If you're talking about child, yeah, that's
let's.
true.
All right. Always wanted to visit Africa, Australia, Comoro Island, and parts of Asia. Yeah.
That's a good, like, if you are able to travel all these places in a year, you're going to gain more experience because you're going to explore. You're going to really, really explore.
All
Commodore.
right. Let me give the rundown real quick of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, the map's screwing up now. Hold on. Damn, man, what happened? All right, hold that thought. Let me go back to the app.
Okay.
All right, close app. Because I'm gonna go from east to west.
Okay.
All right, let me go to the map. How long are we at? 1 hour and 7 minutes. We went over our
Save the
hour already.
child.org.
Okay.
Okay. I've seen this site before. Yeah, I've seen this site before. That was when we were campaigning for everyone was voting on Amnesty International for Save the Child Bride. So it was this link people were using to actually vote back then. Save the Child Bride because child bride is extremely high in this site, very, very
Mm-hmm.
high.
So from the east to west, we have Ethiopia, Kenya. Then you get into South Sudan. Then you get into the
Well, I was
Democratic.
thinking you were trying to pull up West Africa,
I
so we
am.
know
Let me
where
get
Niger is.
let me get there. Thank you.
Well,
Jesus
okay.
Christmas. Uganda. Then you go to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Let's scroll west. Then you get to uh, Cameroon. Then you get to Nigeria. Then you get
Cameroon
to.
is not in West.
We're getting there, please. Benin, Togo, Ghana,
Yeah, one.
Ivory Coast,
Yeah.
Guinea. Then we go up top to Senegal. That's all west.
Hmm.
You can't get any more west. You're going to be in the ocean.
There is Cape Verde.
That's no, that's South Africa. I'm moving up further high. You want me to go down that low?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to know where Niger is in West Africa. What part Niger is in West Africa?
Well, I'm not
You
talking
can
about
pull
that.
up.
I'm just talking about from east to west and the different countries of Africa as a whole. That's what I was
Wow.
doing.
Well, you won't get the whole of West Africa if you pull it up like that.
Well, I wasn't going to South. What do you call it? Fucking app crashed again. Um, yeah. If I would have remained down there, I would have been done talking after 10 seconds. It's so small. It's only from here to here. I was just going from Africa as a whole and naming the countries of Africa from east to west. You know what I mean?
No, there is South, there is Central, and there is East, and there is North, and then there
Yeah, I
is
know.
West.
Yeah, it's a big map.
So
It's a very
you
big
you
map.
can you can type, like, you can ask Google the map of West Africa, and all the countries is going to come out. But that's what we used back then during our history classes to draw the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. West Africa is big, really big.
Supposed to start raining by you in 1 hour.
Yeah, I can hear the sound of the drizzling kind of
Mm-hmm.
drizzling
It says
drops.
it's 81 right now.
Mm-hmm.
81,
Directly
real
above
feel,
Nigeria.
89.
Which country, Bryden? Which country is directly above Nigeria? Is it the Cameroon? Because
No,
Cameroon borders Nigeria, but still it's not in
no,
West
no.
Africa. Instead, it's West.
Mali, Mali and Nigeria are right above Nigeria.
Mali and
Ma-
Niger.
yeah, are right above Nigeria.
Mali. I don't know the state that borders Mali.
Can you see? You probably won't be able to see it because of
No,
the
no, no, it won't
glare.
show.
There's
Okay, just
Niger and
use
Mali.
your hands and do like this. Yes, it will stay, but it at least we can see that.
Yeah, those are above Nigeria. And they're
It's spring there,
uh,
I believe.
and Chad is right
Well,
to the east of that. Spring?
well, spring. We don't
Hell
have
no.
we in
They're in
Africa.
summer.
Let's say in Nigeria we have just three
It's
seasons. Three. It's just
it's
three
eight,
seasons.
81 with a real feel of 89. That's not spring weather. That's summer
No,
weather.
no, no, no. Yeah, it's summer weather. But this period we are now is not summer. We are in the rainy seasons.
But it's summer. It's 90 degrees during the day. That's summer, you know?
We don't even know what summer is here, or winter, or spring. We have three
Or,
seasons. We have the
or
rainy
fall.
season, the dry season, and the Harmattan season. The Harmattan
Mm.
season is cold. Cold. When if
You
you're
don't
living in the north, you would
you don't know
see
what
ice blocks.
you don't know what cold is.
I don't know what cold is, but people that are from the northern part of Nigeria are experiencing real freezy cold. I mean cold, like you turn on their tap, blocks are coming out from their tap. So many families used to die that period because of the cold weather.
That's what they had in what was that, Texas? You even remember that, right? The freeze that Texas had?
Yeah, I think it happened. Was it last year when they, they,
Last
they lost power for like a week or
last
so?
last year or the year before, yeah, something like that.
I think it
Yep.
was last year when Texas where they had that serious snowstorm and their governor traveled to Mexico to go and relax.
That's government for you. You think you just have corrupt governments? There's corrupt governments everywhere.
Man,
You
we have
know?
self-centered government. That's what we
Mm,
have.
mm-hmm,
That's what I'm saying. I prefer the old school government because those guys were a little bit good than this
mm-hmm.
Generation Z. Yes, it's verified. September 2021. We watched it on the news. We were seeing how people were happy, jumping up when the power came on, and we were like, "Oh my goodness, these guys are not used to this.
Mm-hmm.
The guys are not used to power shutting down. Power can shut down in Nigeria in some states for like 3 weeks, a month. You can't even see the power. You power yourself by yourself. You get
That,
yourself a generator and power yourself, man.
that's why I told you we do use generators, you know. Back
Yeah,
when we had
it was
Hurricane
last year I
something.
saw that you guys use generators because we saw in the news where a Mexican guy that owns a barbing shop was trying to turn on his gen and he didn't even know how to drag it. And we were like, something that a 10-year-old could drag for you and it will start working now. And then you don't even know how to drag it. Whoa,
And like I said
man.
too, like if people are on a job site where there's no power, they use
Mm-hmm.
generators there too, you
The
know.
power, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, the good thing is change is a constant thing. So life will keep changing, things will keep changing, technology will keep changing, medicine will keep changing, the climate will keep declining.
And changing, you
It's
know.
not it's declining, not changing. We
Same
would
thing.
lose power on the Navajo Nation for weeks at times. Where's Navajo Nation?
He's in um New Mexico.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you guys lose power there also? Wow.
Yeah, he's by Arizona, you know, over that way. He's on the
Mm.
the, the West Coast.
So when it goes off, what do you guys now use to power? Do you guys use generators or rechargeable lamps? Nah.
If For the people that have a generator, there's people that have them built into their house too. They have them hardwired. So if the power, or
Okay.
these days too, a lot of people have solar power. They have
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
panels
solar
on
power
their
is really
roof.
helping.
Yeah.
Indiana reservation. Okay. Solar power is really helping out in that in power aspect.
Hmm.
Wow, I have a generator. Hmm. Okay, Bryden. I think very soon solar power would be like the greenest. Is solar power the greenest energy? I don't think.
Let's ask Google, since Google's my best friend.
Yeah.
Let's ask
Yeah, Google is the
Google.
best friend. I love
Hmm.
today's stream because it's opening up things, so many things I've read before,
Hmm.
and talking about it is, I like it.
Well, every stream's a good stream.
That's true because of the people that are hosting the stream. I think we know how
Hmm.
to handle all the topics.
Where's Jules tonight? She must have fell asleep,
I think so. You know, she's used to our Sunday streams than the one we're
or
doing today.
or she has a hot date tonight. One of the two. Jules, where are you?
Whoa,
Hmm.
that would make sense. Like, if she could come here and be like, "Oh, guys, sorry, guys, I was having a hot date," and I'll be like, "Yeah, you deserve that."
What was your question? What's the greenest energy? What the hell? What am I typing?
Solar the greenest energy?
Is
I get the kids to run on a
solar.
treadmill hooked up to an electrical circuit board so I can have my internet while they sweat it out. Okay.
What was that comment here? Hmm. I
It's
get the
bright.
I
It's
get the kids
comment.
to run on a treadmill hooked up to an electrical circuit board so I can. Hell yeah, that's what I would do. It's a nut job.
That's a
Hmm.
good laugh for real. We have a 1/4 acre just for our solar panels here. Yeah, I think Ethiopia, they have the largest panel
Wind,
sitting on near the
wind
landed base.
farms. Wind farms is the greenest energy. Wind farms. Yeah, those
Hmm.
big things in the ocean you see, the windmill things that they got.
Hmm. That's
That's
what these guys
the.
are using in their country. What's the name? The cleanest country in the world. Um, Singapore.
You want to know the
That's
top
what they're
five?
using.
You want to know the top five? I'll tell you the top five. Wind
Tell me.
power,
Mm-hmm.
geothermal, hydropower, nuclear, and then solar power.
Solar power comes last.
Yeah, nuclear comes before solar.
Welcome back, Tracy. Hey, they got to be good for something. Of course, yes, they have to. They're working
Tracy,
for their
am I
food.
am I moving where?
It's
Hopefully it's
asking if you're
somewhere.
moving there.
Yeah,
No, you can't
where?
move yet. Nope.
Where?
I get a question. She's asking if you're moving there. Maybe she's asking if you're moving to Nigeria.
Are you crazy? No. What the hell would I do that for?
Oh, Tracy, please make your question elaborate.
Yeah, we
So
need.
let's know
Yeah.
what you're asking. Because,
Mm-mm.
well,
Oh.
I think someone has asked you this question before if you're moving, you know?
Mm-hmm. No.
Well, you never can tell. You never can tell what life
Only only we know
is. A good laugh for me right now because
what is
she's
what.
laughing out loud, just checking. She says she's just checking, you know?
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything on that comment.
Just,
I'm just gonna
oh,
I'm gonna I'm gonna leave it alone. Mm-hmm.
okay.
The hell would I
Tracy, that was a good laugh for real. Like, you're
that
making
was
me
it.
laugh right now because Someone has actually asked this question before, I think on our first stream or when we are on another stream or so. Someone asked him,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
oh my God. The good thing is you would explore, you would meet good people, you would meet bad people, you will meet normal people. That's how life is really.
That
So
would that would happen anywhere you go. So I mean, what's the
yeah,
difference? Yeah.
all that matters is how you are as a person. You that is
Mm.
visiting the place. How are you? You know?
Well, I know how I
So
am, you know.
yeah, we've spoken about a lot of things tonight, you know?
Mm.
And the most funny part of everything we picked out to talk about is the dress code of the years, different years, dress code, you know. We have the
Mm.
generation O and the generation Z. So generation O was
Mm-hmm.
dressing more moderately. No, no, no. That's not moderate. Let's say the women in the generation O were dressing more moderately than the Gen Z women now. Almost every woman wants to slay on their dressing, and the guys are still modest with their dressing, right from generation O to this generation. I don't know if that's why the Bible said. Do we have um,
You
any
want a
Bible
verse?
stuff today?
You want a
Bible
verse?
verse, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hmm. Let's go to.
Yeah, Southwest. Even I am having fun on this stream too. Yeah. Thank you guys for turning up because
Yeah,
we're
absolutely.
having
Thank you
fun.
everybody for coming in.
Yeah.
Yep.
NV Cap, welcome to the stream. You know, Sean, we said we are going to stay on the stream for just 40 minutes and we are above 40 minutes because of the topic. I never knew this topic was going to be this interesting. You
Okay.
know, we are
Let me
one
make
hour,
sure.
22 minutes.
Shit. Hold on. Let me make sure that's the real Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. 2.39K subscribers. Okay. All right. What are we at? Yeah, we want to only really do an hour. We're at hour 22.
40
Okay.
minutes is what we talked about. Nah, I'm the
Uh,
fake.
well, we have the morning
Okay.
prayer. You want to do a verse or devotion? Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah. Anyone
Normally
that
we
goes
normally we do our stream uh
on Sundays.
on
So
Sundays when
should we
the
keep it
state's
for
going on.
tomorrow or we still
We ain't streaming tomorrow. That ain't gonna happen.
okay? Why? Okay. Because yeah,
I, d-
tomorrow we have things to do.
I doubt it, but you know, if
We'll
we
give it a
choose
try.
to, we choose to.
Well, it might be late. It
We
might
could
be
stream,
late
we could
than
stream seven
our.
damn days a week if we wanted to, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. Let's go to the new one is a little on this phone because they're a little bit different.
This one is King James, I guess.
Let's go to today, morning prayer,
Mhm.
inspiration. Let me see how long this is. Let's go to the prayer for today.
All right.
Dear God, you are deserving of all glory, honor, and praise. May my heart always be filled with thanksgiving. You are worthy of all my praise. You are holy, O Lord. Help me to praise you freely and honestly like the psalmist. I rejoice in your holiness, knowing you are the same yesterday, today, and always. You are the Alpha and the Omega. May I live in a life
Mhm.
that showcases my trust, you and my love for you. Use my glad heart to draw others to you. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 Amen. See you later, Southwest Jeff, CPNI. See you later. It was fun having you two here. Yep.
Yeah, Jeff, take care. Appreciate you
Mhm.
stopping in. We're probably gonna wrap up in a few anyways,
Yeah.
because we went past the time that Normally we go for like 2 hours, but
It's
um,
been a long time since we've gone for 2 hours, though. It's
hmm,
been a long time.
I'm not saying a word. Hmm. You just caught on to that one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we got some stuff upcoming for you guys, so be on the lookout. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, you know, absolutely. Random thought of the day: Turkey Hill lemonade iced tea is the best. Oh, Turkey Hill's all right. I'll stick with the which one is
Lemonade
that?
iced tea is the
The
best.
half and half. The what is that called? The the one that golfer Arnold Palmer Arizona iced tea, half and half lemonade and iced tea. That one's still my favorite. I get the one in the can and then I pour it into the plastic bottle because it stays colder. Yeah, that one's good.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do? You want to stay on? You wanna end it?
Well,
Are we
Sean
done with
Mark
every?
69.
Oh, you went there, didn't you? You read me the riot act before
Like,
we started and said, "Why are you using that name?"
exactly. I was at, why are you using the name? I
That's my
only like
trademark.
their green tea. Trademark of the past.
Pass.
Today, we're going, oh, I think I know why you changed the name because we're going back to the old school. Oh,
No, actually, I didn't
hmm.
do it because of that. I just decided to throw it up there. But
Well, it looked like you were blending with the title. That's what I feel.
and we'll leave it like that. Yeah, it's because of the title. But Sean Max six
Okay.
nine
Next
is my
next stream,
trademark
you go back to Variety TV or Sean,
or Bob.
right? Or Bob. Man, you got names. Love you to Tracy.
Absolutely. Yep.
You got names.
I do have names,
Like
and
when you were in high school, what was your nickname? Did you have a nickname?
oh geez, I don't remember. I don't think so. No. Did you?
Well, I had Spicy Blue.
Spicy Blue?
Spicy Blue. Yeah.
What was blue? What was blue?
I don't even know. The name just came on. I think it was my email address that made that name come out because that was my first ever email address. So I, people were like, my friends were like, Spicy Blue,
Hmm.
you know. So back then, I was in a dancing club with my friends. We were four friends in a dancing club. And when it's time for parties in the school, like club parties, they invite us. We never belong to any club, but we belong to all the clubs because we were dancing for all the clubs. So back then, that was my stage name, Spicy Blue.
Mm.
Yeah.
Your stage name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It
What
was
is
a
it now?
stage name.
What is it now? Dark chocolate?
Dark Chocolate. Is that a stage name?
I
Well, I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know
That's
too.
that's my stage. That's the one I'm going with.
Oh my God.
That's the one I'm going with.
Man.
So, mhm,
Change is constant for real. I'm just it's just taking me back right now to those days,
mhm,
you know. Life
yeah,
minds were free, didn't have anything to think too much, just go back home, eat, sleep, rest,
yeah.
continue to school the next day,
Because
you
we didn't
know.
support it. We didn't have to support ourselves. That's why it
No
was so great.
responsibilities, man. No
Yeah,
responsibilities. There is
yeah.
this song in Nigeria, they say adulthood is a scam, which is a
Mm,
fact. Like as an adult, nobody asks you what you want to eat. Nobody asks you if you have a job. If
mhm.
anybody wants to ask if you have a job, it's maybe you approach a lady and then she say, "Where do you work? How do you feel? Do you have a house of your own?" Those are the questions you get if you're meeting up with a girl. But as an adult, nobody asks you when you want to eat, if you want to eat. You'll be the one to fend for yourself, basically. Housing, food, everything. Your clothes,
Ab-
man. Adulthood
Absolutely,
is a big
absolutely.
scam.
Hmm.
You
Wow.
need to also, man.
Yeah.
That's why some
Well,
people want to go back to being children again.
exactly. Yeah.
But
You don't have to work, you know?
mm-hmm,
Absolutely. You know, the carefree life. Who didn't,
carefree
who,
life, yeah.
mm-hmm.
But you do know
Right.
some people take it up to when they are adults. That carefree life. They don't want to work. They want to depend on people.
Oh, well, a
You know.
lot, that happens with a lot. Absolutely. Yeah. And those people have kids that they can't even take care of.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly,
you know, that's the
man.
problem. You know, that's the problem. So it is what it is.
Yeah. 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes. Good stream. I'm on stake partner. We had a good stream. I tell you. Hmm.
We had a great stream. Absolutely. We always have good
Yeah.
streams, you know.
Let's give ourselves the accolades that we deserve on the
Mm.
stream.
You go
Yeah.
ahead. I'll go after you. Mm-hmm.
I want to actually appreciate myself for turning up tonight and hosting the stream. And
You
for
did
my
good.
partner, Sean Mark 69. He went back with the old school name. Actually, he went back to the old school. But I'm a Generation Z, so I maintain the Generation Z name.
Mm.
So for this reason, I want to say thank you for joining up, for turning up and accepting to do today's stream. You know, I'm
Mm.
giving you the accolades right now. I'm
That
giving myself
that
already. So give you
that that's your outro. Okay.
it's an
All right,
outro.
everybody. All right. Let me finish this. You're getting a little
Yeah,
silly over there.
branded,
Mm-hmm.
branded, brand,
Well,
brand.
I had my great co-host and wife joining me as usual. You know, there's nobody better than her. You know, so every stream with her is a great stream. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm blessed to have her in my life. We thank every one of you for turning up and joining us as usual, whether you were speaking or in the bushes. We love you all, and we'll see you
Exactly.
next week.
Yay.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Later.
Later, guys.